Brandon and I met, we knew each other through high school, but we had two different friend groups. But we didn't really get close until after I graduated from the University of Connecticut. I came home and started hanging out with my best friend, Gabby, at the time, and she was hanging out with his best friend and also best man, Ryan. So we met through them, and then, being in contact with each other over that summer of 2013, we just hit it off, and the rest is history, I guess.
To my beautiful fiance, where do I begin? I love you with everything I have to give, although I know I'm not good with expressing my emotions. I know that deep down you feel my love. Our entire relationship has been a dream come true, and I can't wait to spend the rest of my life with you. Today, I'm the luckiest man in the world to marry you. I'll see you at the end of the aisle. I love you, Brandon.
My first impression of Brandon was that he was fun, great personality. I feel like we just are the same person in a way, that it was just very easy connection. We were very much the same person.
Our first date was, I think we got dinner at Tai and then went to see Monsters University. Had a good time. She's very easygoing, and it was easy. Everything kind of just flew together.
We didn't want our friends knowing that we were dating, going back to how we met with his best man, and it's funny, we ran into him at the movie theater, and it was a great night, but we were definitely caught off guard when we saw him getting popcorn, trying to make excuses as to why we were at the movie theater together.
I'm thankful just how compatible we are and how easy the relationship is. We both love each other a lot. Just thankful that she's who she is.
The first I love you, it was a progression. When we first met and started dating, it always was olive juice or elephant shoes, because we didn't want to dive in too quickly. So we kind of took the roundabout way to I love you. I think I was the first one who kind of caved and just said I love you over the phone when he was in the police academy at the time. And I didn't really get to see him very much, so I just kind of pulled the trigger and said it.
Our first kiss was in the parking lot of the Parkway. Amanda was out with her friends, and I met her out towards the end of the night, and I think I gave her a ride home. And in the parking lot, we had our first kiss.
From the get-go, it just felt so easy and natural. When I knew he was the one, it was honestly before we started dating. I had a 4th of July party at my house, and he came with his best man. And he walked into my parents' house, and he walked right up to my father and shook his hand and said, "It's nice to meet you, I'm Brandon." And it's funny, the next day my dad said, "That Brandon kid, he's a good guy. Like, I liked him a lot." And when he said that, in previous relationships, they didn't necessarily have the trust of my dad. So knowing that my dad approved him that early without even dating him, I knew I wanted to marry a man like him.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for gathering with us here today for this joyous occasion. We welcome all of you who have come to be participants in this beautiful marriage ceremony between Amanda and Brandon. Dear friends and family, you've helped to support their relationship from the very beginning. And by witnessing this marriage ceremony, Amanda and Brandon asked that you would also share in their future.
My first impression of Amanda, well, she commented on my ass. She said, "Brandon has a nice ass." And she said, where is he tonight? And I said, "Oh, Amanda said that about me?"
Well, as we begin, we know that marriage is a big step. It is a covenant and a promise to always be faithful, kind, and supportive, no matter the situation. And it can only work if both partners promise to always love each other, protect one another and always listen unconditionally. So it's important that Brandon and Amanda always share with each other and listen openly and without fear, and trusting that together they will find the right path when they're unsure of the way. So it is into this state that Amanda and Brandon wish to enter. So again, thank you so much for being here. What a beautiful day we have to celebrate.
Brandon, a while back I asked you when you knew you wanted to marry me. I definitely asked a few times over the years. Obviously, I was prompting you to ask me back, but also acted like it was a hard question to answer. Although there has been many things over the last 8 years that validates today, when you walked into my parents' house, shook my father's hand, and introduced yourself, I knew in that moment I was going to marry a man like you. Here we are, May 15th, 2021, about to say I do. You are my perfect, and I don't know what I did to deserve you, but walking into my life, you changed me. You're my best friend, and the foundation we've built is a solid one. You make up the best parts of me, and I only wish this kind of love on everyone because it's so perfect and it's hard to put into words. I love every part of you, and I promise I will forever and always. Most brides on their wedding day are stressed and anxious, but me, I'm overtaken by excitement to steal your last name and finally make this official. Never did I ever think yelling "people don't forget" outside of a car window would have been the pickup line for my forever soulmate. Well, I hope people don't forget today, because today is the best day ever. Today, this power couple becomes Mr. and Mrs. Jimerson. Thank you for building this beautiful life with me. I'll see you at the end of the aisle. At least today, I know where Brandon's hot ass will be. I love you, Amanda.
Well, Brandon and Amanda, life is given to each of us as individuals, and yet we must learn to live together. You know, love is given to us by our family, by our friends, and we learn to love by being loved, by experiencing love. You know, learning to love and living together is one of the greatest challenges of life, and it's the shared goal of a married life. You know, marriage is a supreme sharing of experience, and it's an adventure in the most intimate of human relationships. It is the joyous union of two people whose friendship and mutual understanding have flowered in romance. Today, Amanda and Brandon proclaim their love and their commitment to the world, and we gather with them to rejoice with them and for them in this new life they now undertake together. So we're going to hear the word love a lot today, fittingly. So what do we mean by love? I'd like to share just a couple of words about love. You know, when we love, we see things other people do not see. When we love, we see beneath the surface. We see those qualities that make our beloved special and unique. When we love, we see with loving eyes, and to see with loving eyes is to see and to know inner beauty. And to be loved is to be seen and known as we are known to no other. And the one who loves us gives us a unique gift, a piece of ourselves, but a piece that only they could give us. You know, we who love can look at each other's life and say, I touched his life, or I touched her life. Just as an artist might say, I touched his canvas. Those brush strokes in the corner of this magnificent mural, those are mine. I was a part of this life, and it is a part of me. You know, marriage is to belong to each other through a unique and diverse collaboration, like two threads crossing in different directions, yet weaving one tapestry together. And the secret of love in marriage is the emergence of the larger self. We got a visitor. You got a good crew that he stopped it. Boom.
Yes.
You know, the secret of love and marriage is the emergence of the larger self. It's the finding of one's life by losing it. You see that in the life of Christ as he gave his life for the church that he loved. You know, such is the privilege of husband and wife, to be each himself, herself, and yet another, to face the world strong, but with the courage of two. Now, to make this relationship work, it takes more than love. It takes trust. It takes knowing in your hearts that you only want the best for each other. There's something very special about that. Even now as you stand here holding hands, making these vows and this commitment, you trust one another. And that's very special. It takes trust, it takes dedication to always stay open to one another, to learn and to grow, even when it can be difficult to do so. It takes faith. Faith to go forward together without knowing what the future holds for the both of you. So while love is our natural state of being, these other qualities are not as easy to come by. Faith, dedication, and trust, we build those each and every day in a marriage. So the good news is they're not a destination. You don't say I do and you have it all figured out, right? It's not perfect, but it's a journey that you go on together. Well, they've got it all figured out. But it's a journey, and that's such a cool thing as you go on this journey together. You get to learn one another. You get to relive these moments, these vows each and every day in your marriage. That's what the privilege is. So Brandon and Amanda, may you pledge to each other to be loving friends, best friends in marriage. After 22 years of my own marriage, we're best friends. It's such a cool honor to be best friends in marriage, to laugh together, to be partners in marriage and work together, to talk and to listen. And may you pledge to trust and appreciate one another, to respect and cherish each other's unique qualities and support and comfort and strengthen each other through life's joys and life's sorrows. May you promise to share hopes, thoughts, and dreams as you build your lives together. Your love keeping you together, that love you share so deeply right now, let it keep you together. And may you build a home that is compassionate to all, full of respect and honor for others and each other. And may your home be forever filled with peace, happiness, and love. That's the true test of a marriage, is that the home would be filled with peace, happiness, and love.
A proposal. So we went to Killington, Vermont. She actually bought me a Christmas gift to go to Killington maybe a year or two prior. So we knew the mountain and we actually learned how to snowboard together. So we went to Killington Mountain. I had a photographer waiting at the top of the mountain for her. And I asked her at the peak of Killington Mountain to marry me.
So I'd like to ask the two of you a question as we begin this beautiful new chapter in your lives. So Brandon, do you, Brandon, take Amanda as your wife, joining with her today in spirit, offering your friendship and loving care? Do you promise to honor her growth and freedom as well as your own, to cherish and respect her, to love and embrace her in times of challenge as well as times of joy?
I do.
And do you, Amanda, take Brandon as your husband, joining with him today in spirit, offering your friendship and loving care? Do you promise to honor his growth and freedom as well as your own, to respect and cherish him, to love and embrace him in times of challenge as well as times of joy?
I do.
Well, Amanda and Brandon, as you look each other in the eyes, I'd like you to repeat these vows, these special words after me. So Brandon, repeat after me.
Amanda,
Amanda,
I am truly blessed
I am truly blessed
to have found the truest love with you.
to have found the truest love with you.
And today,
And today,
I commit my life to yours.
I commit my life to yours.
I will comfort you
I will comfort you
in your pain
and your pain
and encourage you
and encourage you
with your dreams.
with your dreams.
As our journey through life
As our journey through life
begins today,
begins today,
I promise
I promise
that I will always be by your side,
that I will always be by your side,
and I will love you
and I will love you
with all of my heart
with all of my heart
for all of my life.
for all of my life.
Brandon,
Brandon,
I am truly blessed
I am truly blessed
to have found the truest love with you.
to have found the truest love with you.
And today,
And today,
I commit my life to yours.
I commit my life to yours.
I pledge to love you always
I pledge to love you always
and stay faithful
and stay faithful
and true to you.
and true to you.
I will comfort you
I will comfort you
in your pain
in your pain
and encourage you with your dreams. As our journey through life begins today, I promise that I will always be by your side. And I will love you with all of my heart, all of my life.
Well, wedding rings are very special. They are made of precious metals and gems to represent the special love between two people. These rings represent your love, Brandon and Amanda, and your vows. And the rings are a perfect circle, having no beginning and no end. But in the physical sense, we know these rings do have a beginning. And that process is something to share. As we know, the process of these rings is that rock is dug up from the earth. Metal is liquefied in a furnace at 1,000 degrees. Hot metal is poured into a mold, then cooled, and then painstakingly polished. Out of all of that, raw elements, imperfect beings, raw elements, something beautiful is made. That's these rings, and they represent what love is. They represent your journey to get here to this day. Take Amanda's beautiful wedding ring and place it on her left hand, ring finger, and repeat after me.
Amanda, I offer this ring
as
a symbol of my love and devotion. Let it always be a reminder of my vows to you. And Amanda, please take Brandon's ring and place it on his left hand, ring finger, and repeat after me. Still going all over the place, huh? Repeat after me.
Brandon,
I offer this ring
I offer this ring
as a symbol of my love and devotion.
as a symbol of my love and devotion.
Let it always be a reminder
Let it always be a reminder
of my vows to you.
of my vows to you.
Well, Brandon and Amanda, may your home be a haven of peace and your relationship be one of truth and understanding. May the two of you enjoy length of days, fulfillment of hopes, peace, and contentment of mind as you day by day live and fulfill the terms of this covenant that you've made. Well, Brandon and Amanda, as the two of you have pledged your vows and have consented to wed each other and have consecrated this celebration with the giving and the accepting of the wedding rings, by virtue of the authority and the power vested in me under the laws of the state of Florida and as a minister of the gospel, it is my privilege to pronounce you husband and wife. And Brandon, you may kiss your beautiful bride. It is my joy to present you for the very first time as husband and wife, Mr. and Mrs. Brandon Jimison.
It is simply my honor and privilege to introduce to you the brand new Mr. and Mrs. Brandon Jimison.
Lord God, creator of the universe, we have gathered here around this dinner table to celebrate the love and commitment that have united Brandon and Amanda in a wonderful bond of marriage. Bless our wonderful meal and bless the happy couple for a wonderful life together. Amen. Amen.
thank everybody for coming tonight. I know you'll hear that probably 40 more times. But Joe Hart, who is here somewhere out there, said a couple years ago that the perfect best man speech needs 3 things. Be quick, be honest, be seated. So with that being said, I think everybody could agree. I've known Brandon for 20, 25 years, been friends over 20 years. It means a lot to me. I'm proud to stand up here, I'm proud of our friendship. I've got stories that will make him turn bright red. I've got stories that'll make both of us laugh till we cry. And I've got stories that nobody on this planet will ever hear besides me and him. So, as we get older, you know, we make memories and have stories with somebody else. That means a lot to us in our lives. And I'm glad that Brandon found Amanda to do that with. So, you guys know that I'm always a phone call away. Anything you ever need, I'm here for you. I wish nothing but the best for you guys and happiness. So if everybody will raise a drink. May the best days of your past be the worst days of your future. Cheers. We made it. This wedding has finally happened. It's been a full year. We outlasted a global pandemic, a changing country for a venue, and the little wedding that couldn't finally happen. For those of you who don't know me, I am Amanda's brother, man of honor today. I've known Amanda for the better part of 30 years now, so we go back a little bit. And I don't want to sit up here, you know, like what Garvey said, wax poetic about relationships and stories that you guys may not be familiar with, but instead focus on the bride today. I've been thinking about what to say up here for a few weeks. But really, at the end of the day, I think I could just sum it up as a single word. Congratulations. Congratulations. Damn it. Congratulations on becoming the incredible woman that you are, successful at everything you do. I think I can speak for Mom and Dad as well, that we are incredibly proud of you. We can't wait to see what happens in the future. Congratulations on finding your one true love and building a beautiful home together. Brandon, you had a whole extra year to weigh this option. And you still stuck around. I don't know if you're brave or stupid in love, but we're happy to have you. Most of all, congratulations to both of you on this day. It's been long awaited by many, I know, and most anticipated by both of you. I hope you've taken a few minutes to sit back and relax and soak it all in, because it definitely goes too fast. And I recommend you do the same as you go through this life together, taking the time to appreciate one another, especially before the little ones start showing up. So with that, I want to thank everybody for showing up today, and raise your glasses to the new Mr. and Mrs. Jimerson. Cheers.